Alright, so today we're going to be learning how to do something that's really fun and really easy for everybody. We're going to be baking a delicious chocolate birthday cake. I love to do this. My family doesn't mind it when I do it, and I think it's really something that people are scared to do if they don't know how to bake, but the steps are very simple, and I promise it's easy enough for everybody to do. The first step is we're going to get all of our ingredients and we're going to mix them. The second step is our baking process, and the third step is going to be icing, finishing touches, and decorating and such. So we're going to go through some of the steps. I'm going to show you some pictures of things so that you can better see what I used, and then I'm going to demonstrate for you at the end as well and show you the finished product. So first, you're going to mix your ingredients. I went to the cake aisle at my local grocery store and purchased a box of cake. So you can purchase any flavor you want. I bought chocolate, and then you pick your icing. I chose to do a buttercream icing on a chocolate cake. So mix all those ingredients that are on the back of your box. Mine called for 3 eggs, 1 cup of water, 1/3 cup of oil, and the cake mix itself. And you beat those together until they're really smooth, usually for about 2 minutes on medium speed. So some people like to use a mixer. I like to use a fork. I think it's just easier, and everybody has a fork on hand. So after you've mixed that really well, you really want to look for a smooth consistency. It's going to look a lot like this. There's no lumps, no bumps. It's really smooth, and because the problem is if you have bumps in your batter, your cake is going to have bumps. And we don't want a bumpy cake. We want a nice smooth cake. After you have mixed all of your ingredients, you are going to get a cake pan ready that is greased. And this is where we're going to start our baking process. You're going to grease a pan, whatever size you want. My cake was a 9 by 13 pan, so I greased my pan, set my oven for 300 degrees, and I ended up baking for 34 minutes. So just so you can set your timer, it's going to be 34 minutes at 300 degrees. After you pour your smooth, yummy mixture into your cake pan, a little trick is to take the pan and bounce it up and down on the couch like this, about 4 to 5 times. This gets all the air bubbles out, so your cake is nice and smooth when it's done, and no bumps. So you're going to bake the cake for the appropriate amount of time, and you're going to take it out after you've set your timer, walked away, and it's dinged. You can take it out. So once your cake's done, let it cool. It's very important to let your cake cool for at least an hour or 2. If you try to ice your cake while it's warm, the icing's going to melt, and the cake's just going to break apart, and it's not going to be very pretty anymore. I've used buttercream icing on my cake, and then I spread it with something like this. This is a spatula. It's not the kind of spatula you think of that you flip eggs with. They come in all different sizes. You can get them anywhere. And I spread it on. It's really super easy. And then I bought this, which is in the cake aisle. It's icing that you squeeze on. These are sold separately. They're little tips. This one's a star-shaped tip. You screw it onto the tubes. They fit perfectly. And then you're going to decorate, which is the last and most fun part. Pushing down and squeezing at the same time. Pushing down on the cake for a split second. Let it almost make a circle, and then lift up. And that's repeated all on the sides with different colors and kinds of icing. Also took some chocolate chips, topped them. Last but not least, added some birthday candles, so it will end up looking something like this. You can add or take off whatever you want. You can be as creative as you want. It's a really fun project for everyone to do. Very easy. Mixing your ingredients, step 1. Baking for the appropriate time, step 2. Really easy and fun, and best part of all, last step, decorating. So lots of cooking shows, lots of websites have lots of different recipes. This is easy, gives you something to go off of. I never even knew about these, so now that other people do, I hope that they enjoy baking birthday cakes as much as I do.